Welcome back to Shyboy 616 Eats Universal Yums box. This time it's
Scandinavia. Hello, Internet.
It's not a single country. It's actually several in a region.
Yeah.
But to go over the results of last month, Germany, if you forgot. Weirdest was the ham and cheese corn puffs. Second best was the milk and honey caramels. The absolute best was the Stracciatella bonbons.
Stracciatella. The bonbon. That was like the first thing in the box, wasn't it?
I think that was the opener.
Yeah, but it was gelato, hence the Straccia. The two C's make that ch sound. And now you know. Holla, hello, hey, hallo, and hedge from Scandinavia. Get ready to explore not one, not two, but 6 countries. Back in the 19th century, getting a snack like this together would have required a lot of Danish spice traders. Cayenne, garlic, paprika. There are a lot of spices in this snack. Because of their extensive travels, Danish spice traders often remain unmarried, earning the nickname Peppersvens or Pepper Dudes, basically bachelors. Today, this bit of history has spawned a spicy tradition.
This reminds me of a ruffle.
A little bit crunchier, though. If a Dane is single on their 25th birthday, their friends will tie them up and coat them with cinnamon. If they're still single on their 30th, they're doused with pepper. We'd probably opt out if we had the choice, unless these uber popular cracker chips were involved.
I'm getting that good.
Yep.
Very crispy.
I really like this.
They're pretty thick for a chip, too.
Alright, well, obviously this is like 2 thumbs way up for me.
That's a good chip right there.
I'll just sit here and keep eating them if you let me.
As much as I like to, I will stop myself from eating another. Seal this up.
Alright, we got crispy cookies with a rich, chocolatey center. This story might sound like a Hans Christian Andersen tale, but it's real. Unfortunately, he's not related to me. I checked.
You tried to find out.
Yeah. Let's see. In 1864, Karen Wolf was born in a tiny village in Denmark. As a teen, she worked as a kitchen manager, developing her skills as a chef and a businesswoman. By age 26, she'd saved enough money to fulfill her dream of opening a bakery. Her treats soon won over Copenhagen socialites. Her business exploded, and Karen Wolf became a household name. The best part, her happily ever after is a happily ever after for us too. 150 years later, we still get to savor her crispy, chocolate-filled cookies. How does that sound like a Hans Christian Andersen book, then? Aren't all those happy endings, like, with a subtle kind of twist?
It's got that nice burnt taste out of the oven.
I would eat a lot of these if you let me. Unsupervised, the whole sleeve would be gone.
The way that the chocolate is outside the cookie threw me off because it looks like it was meant to be covered, but it's not.
No, and I like a good oatmeal cookie. A lot of people don't, but I'm here for it, so I like this a lot. You know, sometimes you get an oatmeal cookie that's real soft, and I like that too, but this is, it's a real crunchy.
I haven't had a crunchy one like that.
Yeah.
They're always really chewy.
Yeah, it's got the right amount of crunchiness.
Oh no, the bag's green. What's this gonna do later?
It's gonna look like nothing. Scandinavia's favorite flavor. Have you ever smelled or tasted a spice and immediately associated it with a particular cuisine? For India, it might be cumin, or perhaps tangy mustard seeds make you think of Germany. But across Scandinavia, and particularly in Sweden, dill is the herb that immediately makes you think, ah yes, this is Scandinavian food. From tangy pickled herring to garnishes for cured salmon, this distinctive herb makes an appearance in more dishes than we can count. It's no surprise that the locals crave the herb so much that they've added it to crunchy snacks like these potato chips as well. Take a taste and you'll be just as obsessed.
Kind of like our sour cream and onion chip.
Yeah, it is a noticeable dill.
I like it. It's really
I do like it. It reminds me of a lei.
Yeah.
I could see why someone would really like that. It's not for me. I'm gonna go with okay. It's not bad.
I'm giving it good.
It's not to my taste. So
Fair.
definitely not bad. And
what the hell
there's
is
somebody
next?
that is a
I am rinsing.
perfect chip for. Yeah, we're going right from like we're going savory, sweet, savory.
We're on a roller coaster of flavors.
I think they heard what
We're
we
having,
said last time, and
We're about to have 3 sweet
much
things in a
sweet.
row, though.
Oh.
Me, you, and her. Skjal. Sweet, sour, and super chewy.
These are
in
the ones that
Sweden,
are block flavored.
Citizens have the right to roam, meaning they can legally walk, hike, swim, and most importantly, crawl on any land, public or private. What?
Huh?
Locals take full advantage of this policy to crawl, spending hours crawling through Sweden's dense forest for fresh berries, from tart blueberries to super sour lingonberries like at IKEA. They grow them there at the IKEA. The most coveted variety, wild raspberries. With these juicy, chewy raspberry gummies, you're granting your taste buds the right to crawl the Swedish forest of candy.
So it was for their holiday box, I think, last year. They gave us something from this brand, not this flavor. Now I know that's just the flavor of the gummy under that salt. That's just what they taste like before they add whatever flavoring.
I don't like this.
It's interesting.
It's too...
I like the sour at first, but I don't like chewing it
And
too
it
hard.
wore
Like,
off
you
super
chew too
fast.
much.
Like that coating at the top, though, that raspberry tartness was good, but then it was gone. And you just have base...
This is like gum, but I'm supposed to chew it to eat it, not just spit it out.
For that reason, I'm out.
I kind of like it still, so I'm going to give it an okay.
Yeah, I'm giving it an okay.
Not my
too.
favorite gummy. Sour foam candy. So that's an interesting thing that they called it. Sour foam candy. That's what
I mean, it does
It feels
feel like I
marshmallowy.
just ate a foam peanut.
I'm going to have one.
Chocolatey cookie dough balls, creamy Swedish cookie dough filling. Yum! Excuse me, seriously? Please and thank you! Get this delicious cookie-filled chocolate ball that you're holding in your palm originally started off as a honey capsule. What is a honey capsule? Any guesses? Well, no one knows, because their founder, Carl Prinzel, quickly realized they were a bust. Soon after, he began making small plastic packets of hazelnut cream, which eventually turned into hazelnut cream-filled bars, which turned into cookie dough-filled balls 100 years later. Talk about a sweet success.
Sometimes it's a bust, sometimes it's busting, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be hip with the kids with this slang that's already kind of old now. Yeah, I like that. That was pretty good. At first, it just reminded me a lot of the bonbon things we got last time, but it changed once I actually hit the cookie dough.
Am I tasting cinnamon in there? Just a little bit.
I can see the ingredients listed right there. I'm actually looking real quick. There's some beet syrup in there.
And brown sugar. Yeah, cinnamon right there.
Oh yeah.
I'm smart.
We're all saying good.
Yeah, I'm saying good.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna read it right here. No, I'll sit back. We did the ASMR last time or the time before?
It was last time.
Alright. You don't get it twice in a row.
Oh, this is hard.
Unless you pay for it.
I remember this brand now. That cola.
Yep.
That is very hard.
When it comes to gingerbread, the US and Sweden have a lot in common. Swedish gingerbread, locally known as pepparkakor, is a traditional holiday treat, considering
You might just want to pop this in your mouth
considered
right now.
essential at Christmas parties.
Let it sit.
I need to let it melt in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like molasses just kind of spilling out of my mouth. Okay, I'm gonna read it anyway. This is the worst. I hate this.
I don't even want to read the rest of its history.
I'm gonna read it with my mouth full and I'm gonna spit this out.
Where are you?
And just like in the U.S., the spice cookies are commonly used to construct elaborately delicious gingerbread houses. Pepper custers. But there's one gingerbread tradition that's set for you in the Bible in the U.S. and you're holding it. It's you.
I really am holding it.
Locally referred to as a connect, this chewy toffee is infused with
Is that like the hit video game Knack?
It is the hit video game Knack and Knack 2. This chewy toffee is infused with all the festive flavor of pepparkakor. No baking required.
You know what?
I'm baking a f***ing trash can.
I'm not digging this format of snackage.
Yeah.
I would
I
love a
don't-
drink that tasted like this, though.
Yeah.
I'm also going to spit this.
Me
Yeah,
too.
that was that's a no-go. Sorry, pepparkakor.
Good flavor, horrible way to deliver it.
On to jalapeno pepper popcorn. Spiced with seasoning from central Denmark. We have a wonderful man named Klaus Pilsgaard, aka Chili Klaus, to thank for this wonderful yum. In the early 2000s, Danish-born Klaus first tasted spicy
not
food as a university student in London.
Oh, that tastes like jalapeno, right?
Hang on. This is saying that he was 20 years old before he ever had spicy food because spicy food isn't common in Denmark. This man had never tasted a spice in his life. I bet he thought ketchup was the spiciest thing in the world. He was so excited about spice that he began growing his own chili peppers, then making videos sharing his violently spicy peppers with Danish celebrities. Since then, spice has slowly crept into Danish cuisine and popcorn.
Spice has slowly crept in. That sounds really upsetting for them. Considering
It's
I
an
don't
invasive species.
care for popcorn or jalapenos to begin with, I quite enjoy this.
Let's try this.
Well, I love popcorn, and I like jalapenos.
I will never eat a jalapeno pepper, but things with like jalapeno flavoring or like having it like sauced in there, I do enjoy that.
So what y'all saying? What y'all saying?
I gotta go with okay. If it was a chip
But
rather
chip,
than
okay or
popcorn, it would have been great.
I'm gonna go okay just because I'm not the biggest fan of popcorn to begin with.
It's a good level of spice.
Yeah.
Like, it's not overwhelming in one bite.
It has a good
maybe
flavor
to the
to
Danes
it.
it is because they've never had spicy food, but, you know.
If you like your spice in moderation with flavor, this is how you do it.
Yeah, that you could sit there and snack on that bag and not be, like, sweating after a couple bites. Rum icing coated cookies.
Oh.
They're crumbly cookies with decadent rum flavor. In Denmark, sweets are practically a national pastime. In fact, it's likely you've already tasted Danish cookies without even realizing it. You know those big tins of butter cookies you see during the holidays? Or are you so
mean the
blind
Soviet
that you've never seen one of those? Or maybe your grandma or maybe your sister-in-law doesn't sew, so they don't just have them on hand. In which case, I pity you.
I actually do have some in my room.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them. You
There was
think
a-
that these cookies are in there, but they're not. It's all just like needles and threads and pin cushions and little black magic dolls. Voodoo dolls, that's what they're called. Oh, hey, it even says right there, the tin that should be full of cookies but is actually full of sewing supplies.
They're good tins.
Those are Danish butter cookies. Personally, we think these cookies iced with the delightful and alcohol-free rum flavor are even better. And don't worry, you won't find your grandma's sewing kit in this box, but there is a giant needle in my cookie that I need to pull out.
I could
Check
smell
your kids' Thanksgiving
alcohol
candy.
when I opened it. That's why I was like, did they use rum to make this? But it was like, the alcohol would actually cook out, so it doesn't make sense. You don't like it?
I really like it. I thought it was good.
I liked it.
Delicious even.
Why do you hate it so?
But we both like it, right?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I really like it.
You sound like Yoda when he was laughing at... Was he laughing at Luke in that scene in the newer ones?
Yeah.
When he electrocuted the tree?
Yep. You just go, pew. Okay, so here's the deal. Flavor, totally fine. I forgot how much I don't like the texture
I was
of
gonna say,
those cookies.
do you hate butter cookies?
Yeah. That
I love butter cookies.
That was
so can't relate.
very difficult to get through chewing because it felt like I was chewing on like chalk or drywall or something
Can't relate. That's my
else.
favorite, especially with a good glass of milk, ass cold.
You're the kind of guy that, like, if we went to the beach and had hot dogs, you'd be like, "It's good that the sand got on my hot dog because then it gave me some texture."
I would probably think someone just put salt on it, and I just didn't acknowledge it. You know.
You're an insane person. Oh, the choco neck. My favorite animal from Final Fantasy. Meet Sweden's secret ingredient, secret spice that makes all of Swedish food delicious, isn't a spice at all. You thought. You thought we were going to say spice because it led with spice. But you can't trust anyone except your old pal Brian. I'm the only one in this life who's going to tell you the right things to do. Listen to everything I say. Buy all the merch. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. And learn about browned butter, which is in this truffle. By gently simmering it, the ingredient lightly caramelizes. We've already been over that. That's the right way to say that. Creating a warm, nutty, decadent flavor that goes amazingly in sauces,
I guess.
in Swedish meatballs, baked into cookies, and transformed into luscious chocolate truffles like this. Let's try this truff.
Nutty?
I'm gonna try this truff.
This just tastes like a Lindor truffle. I mean, it's good.
I liked it.
Didn't taste all that special though.
Yeah.
It's good though.
I'm giving it a
He's
good.
right. There's nothing that like super stands out.
It
But-
just tastes like a standard chocolate, but it is a good chocolate.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I couldn't sit here and eat a bunch of them,
Yeah.
but one as a little treat, that'd be great.
Like if I was walking by the candy dish and this was in there, I'd grab it.
If you left one on my pillow and I just came home and I was like, ooh, truffle.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna question why there's a truffle on my pillow, but there's a
No,
truffle.
I'd eat it, no questions asked. If I knew it was this Choconac brand.
Chocolate.
God, I hope this one is good. Because, like, all of these are things that I should like. With Danish Jemmy filling for max indulgence. Danes love their raspberries. And they also love...
Corona.
They love them in...
What are you playing?
Hang on, how... I'm going to
not
say
play
this
with
word
this.
correctly because it's like my ancestral home.
Get out!
No.
Hindbärsnitter. A mouthful of a word, but basically a fancy Pop-Tart. They love them in cold pudding, which is rodgjard. No, rod.
This bar does not travel well.
They love them in fluffy layer cakes,
Oh my
and they
gosh,
especially
that's
love
fine.
them in chocolate. This chocolate-covered raspberry jelly is mirror-like on the inside. So shiny, it's almost too pretty to eat.
I bet you anything the banana thing's gonna be just
You
like
should
this.
easily be able to adopt the position of the Danes and polish off this raspberry confection in no time.
Try and take it out so, here.
That's not gonna rip right because it's jelly inside.
I'm starting to get really torn up by all this.
It's jelly.
All
What do y'all
these
think you're
sweets.
doing?
We made it. We didn't drop nothing.
We didn't drop nothing, Jack.
It looked like I had seen better days. I like the feel of the jelly. Raspberry is not my favorite though. I might have preferred a berry mix of sorts.
It reminds me of
I'm gonna want to rinse after that feel though.
Yeah.
this Mexican candy that I really like.
I was gonna say, because I've had a similar thing, a raspberry jelly-filled dark chocolate at like C's Candy in
say,
their grab box, but
they've
that's
sent us
usually
stuff
the
like
one
this
I
before.
skip. It's not my least favorite thing I've ever had. I wouldn't ever actively seek it out because I think that the jelly was like the jelly to chocolate ratio was off. It was real sweet because of that jelly. Instead of, I'd rather have more bitterness from more chocolate.
I'd
So
have to
I'm
give-
gonna say okay.
I'm gonna give this okay too. I've had something similar, but again, what throws me off isn't necessarily the jelly. It's just I don't like raspberry that much, especially with chocolate.
I don't like dark chocolate. I tasted more dark chocolate than the jelly.
Really?
In Norway and Denmark, no flavor combo is more classic than sour cream and onion. Well, except for sour cream and onion and pickled fish. Speckelsid. Speaky.
That's actually very different.
A dish of pickled herring topped with sour cream and fresh onion is a beloved local specialty and has been ever since medieval fishermen first began pickling to prevent their catches from spoiling.
I like the chip.
Lucky for folks less excited about fermented fish, locals now leave the fish to the dish and only carry the sour cream and onion over to the snacks. The only pickle you'll find with these flavorful sticks is your struggle to make them last. It's like super potent sour cream
It
and onion,
is.
though. Like,
That's
it's
not how I
violently
expected.
so. Even just that little chip I had.
That's
is,
why I was surprised by it. I thought it was gonna be,
me
you
try
know,
one
the other
more.
way around.
But this is like, I'm gonna say violently sour cream and onion.
Very aggressive sour
Yeah.
cream going on. So I'm glad it actually tasted different though.
Yeah.
Ah,
Big
there it
difference
is.
from the dill.
You lost the thing.
Yeah. We all say good?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say okay.
just okay.
It's too
a
strong
little too
for
much?
me. I think. Like I'm worried about my breath after.
I
that.
also really like the chip though.
Yeah, no, quality chip. Excellent
fuck.
crunch.
That's
Really
amazing.
good waffling on the cut. But, yeah, same reason why I don't usually eat a whole ton of oniony things is I'm worried about going and having a conversation with someone after eating that. So if that's everyone's favorite snack in Norway and Denmark and they're all just walking around with really bad sour cream and onion breath, maybe I don't want to go.
Are they all just Shreks?
But,
over
I mean, Denmark does have a really, really high, like, level of satisfaction of living. How do you actually call that? Like, people who are glad to be alive there? Denmark's twist on Rocky Road in a bar, marshmallow, and Denmark have gone hand in hand since the 1800s. That's when Danes created the flødeboller, the cream bun, a fluffy marshmallow cream puff covered in a hard shell of milk chocolate. It spawned a love of marshmallows so intense that Denmark now produces a whopping 800 million marshmallows every year. In front of you is an exciting take on the beloved
Whoa.
fluff
Take a
with
bite of it. It
both
doesn't look
dark
very good.
and milk chocolate
Maybe you can
covering
have the last
every
piece in there.
inch.
Are we getting a all three reaction right here?
I'm okay, but like I never want to have that again.
So that's a no from you, dog.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say okay. Flavor-wise, I enjoyed it. I don't like eating that marshmallow.
That's what's causing me to question all of my life choices
I'm guessing
right
you
now.
liked it.
Yeah.
So we got all 3 on this one.
Why was it so slippery?
It was a little...
Like, it's...
It was like a slimy marshmallow.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
I very
Why?
much enjoyed it. I got nothing negative to say about it.
It was like eating a slug.
A sweet slug
And I want to die.
from the witch's house.
Oh my god. I'm not going to make it.
See, this time we're actually going to have, like, the opposite.
Choco bananas. Fluffy marshmallow coated with dark chocolate.
Just a bag of these.
If you were tasting this yum in the late
Looks like a
1800s,
Yeah, it looks like a
Denmark,
bag of turds.
first, congratulations on
It kinda
being
looks
a
like a
time
banana.
traveler.
If you look at it. this
Will you
way.
eat it if it's been on your shoulder?
No, don't put it. I'm wearing a white shirt.
I was
It's
going
not
to say.
melting.
Get it off of me.
It's not melting.
Get it off!
It's very hard.
Like a little slug. Back then, bananas were only just starting to make their way to the north, and importing them was ridiculously expensive. That meant that only the truly wealthy could afford to try them. Luckily, that's not the case today. Danes all over the country can enjoy bananas all year long, including in these fluffy chocolate-covered marshmallows.
This marshmallow is much chewier.
Okay. I hate this box so much.
I didn't like this one.
I thought it was okay.
I'm going to go with okay.
Flavor-wise, again, I enjoyed it. I just don't like the marshmallow. I don't know how else I'd want that banana delivered to me inside a chocolate.
I didn't like this marshmallow.
You like the slimy marshmallow more?
I guess.
You liked a non-banana flavored marshmallow. Whose stupid idea was it to have a marshmallow flavored like a banana? I've been saying this for years. One time, I'm like 6 years old, and we're at the like gas station, and I see the most magical candy I've ever seen in my life, and it's called a circus peanut.
Oh.
And it's this giant peanut-looking thing, and I say, Daddy, please, I've been ever so good, Daddy, can I please have a circus peanut? And he says, you're not gonna like it. And I say, oh, Daddy, I'll do my very best, please. And he buys me this circus peanut, and I take the biggest bite I can of it, because this has got to be like the ultimate in peanut technology. And what does it taste like? A goddamn banana. And a bad banana at that. And it's marshmallow? Who shaped it like a peanut?
I like those for some reason.
I do not like
You're insane! You're all
Those
insane!
are gross to me.
I'm part of the reason those barely exist because I barely get them, just like how you barely see them anymore.
I want them gone. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I really am.
This is about to be the worst thing.
Salty licorice caramel. Try Finnish black gold.
You know the one we spit earlier? Same brand.
In Finland, salty licorice is nothing short of a national treasure, locally referred to as black gold. And yet, tourists
Yeah,
often
the
wind
people
up
love
spitting it out. What makes the sweet so divisive? It's made with salmiak, ammonium chloride, which is so intensely salty, it was once used as a medicine to clear sinuses. In fact, historians believe the combo was first created to help children take their
I'm
medicine.
resisting the urge to spit already.
Ready to see where you stand? Give it a try and decide for yourself. Does it taste like medicine or treasure?
We said we had to chew it for as long as you read. Do you remember the Valentine's box, ma'am? And how it said, record your reaction to this
I just licked it.
salted licorice. That, thankfully, was just actually licorice, so you could eat it. But it was salty.
I spat that out.
It was so salty. This just brought me
You should add that
flashbacks.
clip on it.
It's a good clip, so I am.
I'll get rid of it.
Oh no, I hate this so much.
Die.
And the fact that it's a toffee this time, the stupid toffee caramels, how do you eat that whole thing? I couldn't do it when I liked the flavor. I hate this flavor. I actually almost, like, I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like, that was genuinely awful. That's my favorite clip.
That's exactly what
Genuine garbage. How does salted licorice still exist?
And it was very salty, just like the descriptor said.
And the fact that it was a thing melting in your mouth, so you're just having the salt
yeah, you're getting more salt.
liquefy
Like,
in there.
I feel like that dried me out. And also, this is the first box that has made me angry.
I can I can understand. The parts I enjoyed very much, but the stuff that I wasn't.
Can we
so
go
thrilled
back
about-
to like when we opened the first bag of chips and it was just like fucking tomato ketchup chips?
It was so
and we were
good.
okay. Cloudy lemon soda. Cloudy with a chance of soda. The drink of Danish royalty. All hail the queen of the yums. We established you as the onion queen last time, so that's you that they're talking about. Oh, that's some good audio right there. Right there in front of the mic.
ASMR. So we can reach out to all the branches of YouTube.
That's quality right there. See the little crown on the can,
Ooh,
followed by the words,
that's good.
by appointment to the Royal Danish Court. Not just anyone can slap that on their product. In fact, there are only 106,000 brands that are able to. In order to qualify, your product needs to show an established history of being served to the royal court. That's right, the Queen of Denmark herself has likely enjoyed this soda. She drank it and spat it back in the can, and they shipped it to you. And now you can too.
It's carbonated lemonade. That's what it tastes like.
I'm gonna rate it based
Dude,
on the flavor
nice.
and not how I feel.
Yeah.
Because it is very good, but I don't like carbonated drinks.
Well, I do.
Because there's almost like a little bit of rind in there. Like it's nice and zesty and bitter, which is what I want in the lemonade. So this is the right way to end the box because
This is the
rest of
cleanser.
it was pissing me off. And I was really about to like reach through the box and shake the person who made it. So I'm very happy to end on something that's...
I enjoyed that. Would you like some
If
more?
it wasn't carbonated, I would love it
Yeah,
even
please.
more. But I do love it. It is pretty good.
No, like a
I mean,
good...
if I could have a lemonade like that, it's like no carbonation.
Something real
it'd be
bitter, but
delicious.
just
Yeah.
not carbonated.
I like this. This is.
Finally.
I would be happy given a case of that. So, come to the voting. Weirdest. What was
The weirdest
actually?
one was... Hang on.
That one.
The weirdest one was the dill chips because of how much dill was in them.
I was saying that we could give it to one of the
Excuse me.
marshmallow things, particularly the
I'd go with that one.
Brazil, because
Oh no, yeah.
it was
that
like
one.
a slimy schmatto.
Okay.
I don't know.
Or which one were you saying?
This one.
The skull gummy.
Skull
Yeah.
gummies
The skull
were
gummy
also
was.
weird
It's a weird
because-
texture.
yeah.
It was foamy. We'll give it to number 4.
The worst one for me was like half the box.
I would say this is definitely your worst box.
Yeah.
I feel punished today.
Like,
And I still gotta go do the rest of the day.
1,
14 all the way.
3, 4,
That's how many he said no.
5. Well, I mean, just like no or
Like just from all
Yeah.
of us. No, I think this was not a particularly liked box. I will say we don't even have to debate what the absolute worst was because
'Cause it was
she
the
drew a cloud
licorice.
of anger
Yeah.
over it. 14. If you keep putting salted licorice, I might have to dox whoever's in charge of putting these. And I don't mean in a friendly
The
way.
state police and the cyber police are gonna come get you.
You will get swatted if you put
Consequences will
something
never
back
be the
in.
same.
I'm looking at you, holiday box next month. If I see a piece of licorice in there, I will end up on the naughty list just for that.
this is a threat.
Okay, my favorite one was the very first
What's
one.
everything we agreed on? Just so we can go over that. The
1,
soda, so 16.
Yeah,
go
it's
from the
either
bottom.
the very first one or the
The
last
very
one.
basic candy ball, number 9. And then the other candy ball, number 5. The oat cookie, and the chip from the beginning.
I'm gonna say chip or oat cookie.
Yeah, I like the old cookie. The chip was good though. But the
I
old
really
cookie-
liked that because I liked how it was like thick, but still really crispy.
Yep.
But that was a good ass cookie.
I'm really
Let's
either
go
or
with
is
cookie.
fine.
I need like some carrot sticks
I'm
or
okay
some
with the cookie, but number
antacid or
2.
something. I'm gonna die.
We have Tums inside.
Okay, I'm falling apart over here.
Here, we'll do it fast. We'll do it fast.
We won't beanboozle this time if you're that upset.
I won't be able to.
We won't beanboozle.
You guys can, but I
Well,
won't.
it's no
be
fun
able
if
to.
you're not in on it. It's got to be all 3.
Like my gut. I thought I was having a hard time at the end of the last one with all that candy. but
At least
I
that most of that tasted good.
feel genuinely sick right now.
No, the stuff that was in here was kind of disgusting when it wasn't good.
And why? Why was it going like savory, sweet, savory, sweet? Just pick a lane. Pick a lane and let's go. It's like being at a high school dance where it's like fast song, slow song, fast song, slow song. Just give me fast song, fast song, fast song, fast song. Shoot, shoot. Trivia train. All right, what is the most popular souvenir in Sweden? Is it A,
Chocolate.
pine cone,
I thought it said nicotine when I had
B,
it like, to the side.
clock, C, moose crossing warning sign, or D, nail clippers?
Souvenir. Clock?
Moon crossing.
Moon.
I mean,
Moon
moose.
crossing. I'm going with pine cone. The
Alright, we all
answer,
said something different.
moose
Aw.
crossing. And you said moon crossing,
So
you
you're
didn't get it
wrong
right.
regardless, so.
The warning sign commonly seen along roads in Sweden is the most popular souvenir. Many of the signs disappear on lightly trafficked roads where tourists can unscrew the signs without being seen.
I'll eat the beans, screw this, I'll do it.
Alright, number 2.
I was wrong, so.
Which of the following is a real holiday in Finland?
Toasted marshmallows?
International Day of Failure, Night of the Radishes, Picnic Day, and Mountain Day.
Why is Night of the Radishes sound so threatening? I
You say
kind of want to
that?
go with Night of the Radishes. I want to go with that. I'm going with the radishes.
It's one of the weird ones. I'm gonna go with the radishes too.
I'm going with Day of Failure. It's
Oh,
Day
it
of
is?
Failure,
I
October
really wanted Night of
13th.
Radishes.
Finland's International Day of Failure was started in 2010 by university students who believed that failure was frowned upon in Finnish culture,
Blue.
thus stifling
Thanks for berries. I'm
innovation.
good either way.
The
No,
holiday
we're
of
just gonna go
failing
towards-
has found success.
So we only spend
It's
one
now
single
spread to
ticket.
17
got
countries and
toothpaste.
received a rousing shout out from the creator of Angry Birds.
I also got toothpaste.
The toothpaste one tastes good. Why?
Number
It's
3.
weird, and we like that taste.
It's common for Icelandic homes to have grass roofs, golden chimneys, steel doors, or plastic windows.
Oh, it might be plastic windows. I'm thinking it's got to be that or the steel door.
What did you just say
I'm
to
gonna say
me?
steel door.
You didn't have that much in your mouth. It's a
She
little
just
jelly
said,
bean.
"Hi, hi, hi, hi."
It was
Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm also gonna go with steel doors, and it's A, grass roofs.
Wait.
You know what? I
I
thought
knew
about
that.
it.
Wait, hold on. I knew that.
Before we get to the bottom of this surprising fact, we need to mention one unsurprising fact. Iceland is cold. That's it. That's the whole answer.
It's the pomegranate bandage.
In 2008, Norway
I've been getting lucky.
Norway
About the
knighted a penguin, a tiger, a boar, or an Arctic fox.
They knighted one of these
They
creatures.
made him a knight.
I don't think it was the tiger, unless they got one in the zoo. They also want to have penguins, actually. Hold on. Or, I don't think they do. I want to go with Arctic fox, I guess.
There is an Arctic fox on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to throw a wrench in the gears and say
Are you going to go with the tiger?
a boar. They thought it was Peppa Pig, so they knighted him. And then they're like, "You're not pink."
You're not peppered pig.
C.
You're going with
The
the
boar?
boar as well?
Yeah.
Okay. It's A. The story of how Norway
I'm
came
doing
to
bad
knight a
today.
penguin goes back to 1972, when Norwegian Lieutenant Niels visited the Edinburgh Zoo in
No,
Scotland.
It's the juicy
He
part
arranged
of
for the
the-
Norwegian King's Guard to adopt one of their king penguins as a mascot.
That's fair.
The Icelandic language is unique because it A. contains over 100 letters, B.
Icelandic.
hasn't changed for thousands of years, C. has 15 silent letters, or D. was nearly considered a dead language.
I want to go with D.
I'm going with C.
C. The
B.
silent letters.
It's B. In most places, languages evolve over time, which is why
I'm usually
reading
good at this.
works written in Old English can be so challenging. But for native Icelandic speakers, reading the Old Norse
Tutti
language is
frutti,
absolutely
sauce.
possible. Some spellings have changed, but the average speaker can decipher ancient texts.
I'm lucky as hell.
Number 6, a whopping 88% of Greenland's population is indigenous, foreign, descended from Odin, Danish.
A.
I'm gonna say B.
I'm going to say C.
A, B, C.
The answer is A. Blanca's tearing it up. That's right, the vast majority of Greenland's population is indigenous, or more specifically, Ingahuit. Each group of people has their own unique language, but many of them also speak Danish.
It's probably gonna be dead fish.
While these people maintain a respect for their ancient culture and heritage, they live much the same way as the rest of the world. Number 7.
I got dead fish.
Surprisingly, Sweden needs to rely on Norway for mail delivery, garbage delivery, garbage disposal, or food imports?
If it's garbage, that means it has to be going one way or the other. So
Mail delivery.
because they opened it with surprisingly, I was like, is it food imports?
Garbage disposal. Da, da, da.
I think I'm gonna go with mail too. Actually,
It's garbage delivery.
delivery.
One country's trash is another's energy supply. For years,
You said
Sweden has been a
disposable,
leader in recycling and alternative
safety.
energy. In fact, only 1% of Swedish trash ends up in
Barely.
landfills, with the rest either being recycled or burned for energy.
Oh,
Eighth
good.
and final question. We're on to the caboose. In Finland, pregnant mothers can expect blank from the government. A crib, baby clothes, diapers, toys.
I'm gonna risk it
Crib.
all of them. I know they with us a lot.
It
I'm
probably
saying
is
all of them.
I think it is all of them too.
You're saying that because I said it. You wouldn't have done it if I didn't say that.
I'm going to say it's baby clothes, and every mother gets a little onesie that says, "Welcome to Finland, baby." It's all of the above.
Let's go. I learned your.
Since 1938, expecting Finnish mothers have been entitled to receive their
one less
very
thing
own
I
maternity
didn't
box, which
See,
comes
I knew
complete
that, the
with
box
diapers,
thing.
clothing, bedding, and toys. And the box it comes in is padded so that it can be used as a crib. While the program was originally intended for low-income families, it was opened up to everyone just 9 years after the program started.
I came back in the end.
That's great.
I got everything wrong. I usually don't do that.
You got
bad.
everything wrong except for the one that had an answer that wasn't listed as an answer. So very good. Good for you. Good for you. Good job.
I know. I'm just
I
that
guessed
good.
on most of those. Like the two that I got right, I was just like.
I'm pissed I got the
I wasn't
brass
paying
one
attention
wrong.
at all.
I know you weren't, which is weird. You weren't focused on the beanage like I was. I only got one. No, technically I got two bad ones, but toothpaste ain't a bad bean. That's like a refreshment after the other crap that's in there.
Toothpaste Ain't a Bad Bean is my favorite The Devil Wears Prada song.
Should we get when we start making t-shirts? That should be one of them.
Yep.
We did it once again. We went through several countries today. I can't recall the order of which they were. How many
It
were
said
from
we
one
got
country?
things from 6 countries, but like half of it was from Denmark.
That's what I was trying to figure out because we got a South America box,
And it was the
most
bad
of it
half.
was. What country was it?
Wasn't it Colombia?
I think it was like half of it was Colombia, but it was just called the South America box. So
We only
similar
got
thing
one
going
thing
on
from
here. I think.
Peru.
No, it was 2.
Oh, it's 2 things?
We got chips and the nuts, like the ones that the little corns that Dad cooks. We mostly went to one country out of 6 apparently. So do with that what you will.
We had licorice.
We almost
had
died.
Toffee. We had chocolate.
That's the worst toffee
We had
ever, I might
chocolate,
add.
We had chocolate. We had 2 different marshmallows. We had
Those chips were good though.
2 different chips. And
3, right?
3 chips.
Yeah, 3 chips.
And I have my typical sugar headache that I have after doing these boxes. So
Good drink. though.
remember to like and subscribe.
Mhm.
Means a lot to us as a channel. If you want to be a special guest star on the holiday Christmas box, which is going to be the next one that we do, we need you to write a 2-paragraph essay about
In the comments.
which of the 3 of us,
Essays in the comments.
in the comments, a 2-paragraph essay about which of the 3 of us you think would be a better friend to you in real life. And I will go through, I'm going to read all of them. I'm going to pick the best one, and I'm going to have our social media team reach out to you, and we're going to fly you out here, and you're going to sit here on the couch with us, and whichever one you pick is the best friend, you get to sit on their lap while we eat the Christmas box next month. So get those submissions in. The deadline is going to be December 15th because we need to be able to get you here in time to do the box and then get the video out. If you have thoughts on this month's box, you have until December 15th to write in your submissions about what you thought about the candies. We're going to read them live on the Twitch channel. We're going to link that right here on the bottom of the screen. Whoop! And we'll go over those responses live for the world. So get those in. Until next time, play us out.
It's your boy, Shyboy616 of Shyboy616 Eats with the Chromies. What do you want to go by? Are you
Be
just
Brian.
Brian still?
I'm just Brian.
Be right.
And Niefs.
Nibs.
Yeah. We'll be back. Holidays everywhere's next month. Yums, it looks like you're doing the same exact stuff again. I'm hoping I'm not that disappointed with it though. See y'all next time. Hit up my other channels. I got gaming. I got reviews. I got some Christmas reviews coming up.
Link
Gonna
the
get
videos
Grinchy
right here
for real, for
And
real.
right here.
Bye.
Bye, internet. We love you.
More or less.
We don't
I'm
have.
getting the fuck out of here and throwing up.
Shyboy 606, it's gonna need some more treats. We gotta decide if they need or need the yeet. See you again soon. Next time, bring a spoon, put in the work, and then get dessert. Go ahead, come on over. We'll go and get some boba. Some that's fried, some that's green, some that's chilled. Aw, dang, I think something spilled. Alright, waiter, pass the bill. It's literally